How's it going,
Hey
everyone?
everybody, welcome to Joker's Wild Side. I am Tom,
I'm Jax.
aka Lobo Jax. Welcome to our Monday edition of sports talks, some wrestling talk, and some entertainment talk. But first, let's start how we've been. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Had a relaxing weekend. Did nothing but really sleep all day.
Most of the weekend.
Mhm.
Nice. I had some sticky days. It was hot as heck out here.
Oh yeah, I'm a little sticky still.
Today was a hard day out. We have a lot of news to go through today, so we're going to jump right into it. First of all, some NFL news finally came out. It's been kind of quiet the last couple of weeks. So, wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins finally signs to the Tennessee Titans.
Titans are building up.
Yeah. The rest of the team seemed like they build up during the offseason. So, the Titans have been running that division. So, if they didn't step up, they were going to get left behind.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is a good move. Even though DeAndre is a little older on his age, he's still a very reliable receiver. So it looks like they're starting to beef up a little bit. We'll see if it pays off during the season. And then something you sent me that caught my eye.
Yes, UFC champion Jamahal Hill.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up rupturing his Achilles heel.
Painful injury.
I wouldn't know.
I would.
The most I do with my Achilles is get out of bed.
No, I've hurt my Achilles, but yeah, I bet it's painful.
And something interesting that I found reading into it more is Jamahal won the champion against his fight with Glover
Teixeira
at UFC 283. At UFC 283, Glover was supposed to win the then vacant title, but Jiri Prochazka ended up getting a shoulder injury, which canceled out the fight.
Jeez.
And then there were two other guys who were replaced for the fight, and they would be used to decide who would win it.
Mm-hmm.
So Jiri relinquished the title, and Jan Blauschkowitz and Magmomed,
whatever.
I can't say that right. I know I'm not saying it right.
Mm-hmm.
And it ended up being a draw. So nobody got the title. And then Jamahal, he ended up getting the title, and now he's got his problems, and now he's relinquished the title.
Yeah. It seems no one in this division could keep the title because of injuries or whatever it may be, since John Bones Jones really dominated that division. So hopefully they get a stride going here soon without injury, so that the championship could be defended constantly instead of being given up for or relinquished, really. So.
Do you think it's a new sports curse?
It might be. It sounds like it. It's starting to sound like it, but our P's and T's go out to Jamal. Hope he gets better soon, and we'll probably get an interim championship here soon.
Oh yeah,
a fight for it. And then something that happened over the weekend that we talked about on Friday. I won the bet again.
0 for 3.
0 for 3. Don't bet me, bro. You're gonna lose. But Mexico ended up beating Panama for the World Cup. I mean, the Gold Cup. Sorry, not the World Cup. Mexico. That's another topic.
Yeah.
A bad topic for me. But Mexico beats Panama in the Gold Cup 1-0 with a late goal. It was like 3 minutes left in the game. A guy coming off the bench, I forget his name at the moment, scores an amazing goal and ends up clinching it for Mexico.
See, now that's one thing with soccer for me. Is, don't get me wrong, it was probably really exhilarating when they got that goal. And
no, even the whole game was good. Panama played great. If they would have won, I would have been upset, obviously, because I'm rooting for Mexico, but I would have given it off to them. They played really well.
Yeah, and I mean, that's all fair. The problem with me is, you're probably seeing a lot of different things happen on the field, but I'm desensitized to all that. I need to see goals and rewards and screaming and yelling, and so that's where soccer is a bit of a hard turn for me.
That's a millennial thing, where you want pay off quickly.
Instant gratification.
And soccer at times.
And also, I'm a Zoomer, baby. I'm not no millennial.
Keep telling yourself that. But regardless, it was a low-scoring goal but exciting game. Attempt after attempt from both sides. Very close calls from Panama. The old goalkeeper from Mexico, Ochoa, still has it in and blocks some great attempts at goal. But regardless, Mexico pulls it off. And then we talked about this before. We're actually going to do the punishment on the live stream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into a little bit more later. But we still need to decide what the punishment will be. And then later on, we'll tell you what live stream that will be for you guys to know. But that was really all the sports that really happened. There was a few other little things that were not big.
Mm-hmm.
But now let's move into, there's a lot of wrestling news, specifically WWE news, if you want to jump on the first one.
Yeah, so we have Bayley. Didn't never get a last name on it. Apparently they just call her Bayley. Mm-hmm. She has a possible knee injury, and it happened in a WWE live event.
Yes. It was this weekend, I think Saturday, Sunday, I don't remember. But it was a fatal four-way for the women's title match. And it looked like she went up to run on someone and she fell, grabbing her knee. So they immediately threw the X, which is the sign for injury.
Yeah.
So it seems like she's a little injured. She did post something saying that she'll be fine. So it might not be as serious as it first looked. So
hopefully it's just she felt like she pulled something or just pulled something. And
yeah. So P's and T's to Bayley, even though she gets annoying sometimes on TV. But it's her character. That's what she has to do. Moving on, this is I really like these matches that are coming up. That I showed you some highlights of them right before the show. First, we're gonna go with the AEW Owen Hart Foundation tournament. The finals was CM Punk versus Starks. It was a fast-paced match. It was so great, and then the finish came a little bit out of nowhere with a little bit of a underhanded maneuver from Starks. What'd you think of it as you saw it earlier?
That was my first interaction with CM Punk.
Okay.
And
really, I thought I showed you something.
No, if anything, I've pushed it out of my memory.
Okay.
This is what I remember. This is what's the now.
Okay.
It was a pretty decent fight. They were going back and forth on it, and it was very difficult to see how the match was going to go. And you had Ricky just... They were mirroring each other so much, doing one would do something, then the other would do something.
Yeah, but it was still a great finals match. Not as great, in my opinion, as the match before, which was the 1 hour, 2 out of 3 falls tag team title match, AEW tag team from FTR versus Jay and Juice Robinson.
See, now that was a really nice match.
Man, it was physical. There was a lot of reversals. That suplex, the slam, miss on the knees, and then the slam was great. There was just a lot of great moves. I know you enjoyed some parts of it really much.
Yeah, I didn't think that FTR was going to take it at first. And just because he seemed like he was getting demolished in the first.
Yeah, the one, I can't remember their names now. One of the FTR members seemed like he was getting destroyed through the match. They attacked his knee, and
slap fights.
Oh, those were great. I know you love that physicality. But it was so good that as soon as it finished, I got reports on my phone during the weekend that it's a match of the year contender already. That just shows you how great these 4 competitors are, how great the match was. We only saw bits and pieces of it, and it was great what we saw.
Oh yeah, it was a good freaking match. And there honestly in the highlights there wasn't a lot of cuts either, so that shows me that it was a pretty good fight overall.
Yeah.
We obviously missed the first portion of it, and they were already winded when we started watching it. But
yeah, we started watching towards the end of the first fall. So, but regardless, at the end when we started, it was a lot of chops and slap fight, like you said, like the stuff. The physicality. At one point, who was it? Was it Jay? Jay goes for the switch in music, fakes out into a sharpshooter, which is great because it's like a slap in the face to FTR. But then the whole match ends with both of them, Jay White and Juice Robinson, in the sharpshooter, grabbing each other. Yeah, they're like, don't tap. It was great.
They were there for moral support and only moral support. There was nothing they could do.
They were fighting it, but they can't get out of it.
It wasn't until FTR just couldn't take it anymore and he dropped.
They dropped, yeah. They both dropped from exhaustion or the knee from one of them gave out. And then a few other little things happen, and then they get Juice again on the sharpshooter, and he can't handle it anymore. Taps out, and FTR retained. Like I said, we did not expect that. But great match. Loved it. Crowd was going nuts. This is your first intro to FTR, pretty much. What you think of it?
It was pretty good. I dig his mustache, man.
Yeah, the old 80s, 70s mustache he has. Very, very, very cool. Very good match. Like I said, I give that a 2 thumbs up. I don't know what you would give it.
I'm still trying to figure out my rating system of how matches go.
Okay.
For me, I'm probably going to stick onto star basis.
Okay.
That was a 4.5 star for me.
Okay. So I like the star basis. The only problem is, for me, a lot of people do it. So I try to stay away from that. A thumbs up, 1 good, 2 great, a middle finger, and 2 thumbs up is the greatest match I've seen in a while. Yeah, exactly like that. Perfect.
Okay, I see your system.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it 2 thumbs.
Okay.
Maybe half a middle?
Half a middle finger?
No, just 2 thumbs up for me.
Regardless, great match. Like I said, it's match of the year contender. We'll see as the year goes on. And then other AEW news that's coming out this week, Blood and Guts, which is crazy.
We watched some of the clips of Blood and Guts.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's right. I did show you.
Yes.
So this week, I think Wednesday on Dynamite, they'll have a Blood and Guts match. It'll be the Golden Elite, which is Kota Ibushi, Okada. Not Okada. Kenny Omega. What's his name? Page. And then the Young Bucks versus Blackpool Combat Club with Pac and Takeshita.
See, Golden Elites, I've heard all their names,
yes.
And that sounds like it could be fun.
Yeah. You heard of a few of the Blackpool Combat Club. There's Bryan Danielson that I showed you. There's Cesaro, who was in WWE, now going by Christian Calzione or whatever. Pac was another WWE wrestler. I might have showed you some of this stuff.
I'm going to have to see faces for this.
Yeah. But regardless, these are all great competitors. And usually Blood and Guts ends up very bloody and very extreme. So you will love it. And then we'll go over this match probably on Friday as well. And then for tonight, it's already going on. But they announced probably the main event of the night for Monday Night Raw. The champs.
Yeah.
Putting their titles on the line.
Got some tag champs, Kevin Owens.
Yes, sir.
Sami Zayn versus Judgment Day with Priest and Dominic.
Yes. I think this was a little bit of a comeback from last week that they had some tensions. What do you think of this, man?
Man, I'd be excited to see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn fight. Mm-hmm. We saw a little bit with Kevin Owens, and he did some pretty decent stuff out on the field. And
yes,
Damian Priest and Dominic, I like to see their ass get kicked.
Specifically Dominic.
Yes. Sorry, but you're roped in there, Priest. I really enjoy you, Priest. But
yeah. Dominic needs more of a spanking from his daddy. Like at WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah. All the spankings for Dominic. Yeah. He don't deserve nothing.
For sure. Especially with that damn attitude. And then some bad, quote-unquote, news. You brought this up to my attention. Jimmy Uso, it is, what did it say? It was for the foreseeable future.
Yes.
Out.
Jimmy Uso's out with an injury. Mm-hmm. Didn't specify the injury for the foreseeable future. It seems like he might be coming back at WWE SummerSlam.
Yeah. So, it sounds, the way they're saying and reporting it, it sounds like it's a storyline injury, not a legit shoot injury. They'll probably just keep him out to, like I said, even the reports in the comments were saying, SummerSlam, he's coming back in SummerSlam.
Yeah, it seems this time schedule seems very ominous for SummerSlam.
Yeah, exactly. But speaking of SummerSlam,
oh yeah,
that's going to be our next live stream, which will have his punishment, and maybe a few more, maybe some for me too. Hopefully, some for me, so it's this. So the people will see other people suffer besides you.
Nah, you just like bullying the white kid.
Well, you guys bully everybody else. Suck on that.
Can't deny that.
Yeah, but
that's Saturday, August 5th.
yes. Yeah, so we'll be doing a live stream for you guys. Hopefully, you guys could join us. August 5th around 5:30 is when they're going to start.
5:30 Mountain Standard Time. I don't know how the conversion works.
Yeah.
I think it's Pacific
4:30, and then the Eastern or East Coast is
7:30.
7:30ish or so, something like that. But regardless, we'll be here. We're going to try to get here around 5:30, get it going immediately.
Maybe chat with you guys if you want to pop in.
Yeah. So we'll be going back and forth, and we'll probably have some bets. We'll talk about it and see. Maybe I'll get some punishments live. Cool.
Catch the grub.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have some food, and definitely see our reactions as the matches go on. And then the final thing on wrestling that you mentioned to me. Do I think Roman Reigns is a wrestler of the year? There's some
wrestler of the year 2023.
2023. Sorry. There's some comments online about him being. Others saying no. What is your opinion on that?
Does Roman deserve it? Is where I'm going to stage the question. Because from what the officials are seeing, from what numbers are saying, yes, Roman Reigns deserves it. He has defended his title. He has won match after match. But did he win match after match?
And your verdict is?
No. If you have to use a crutch to walk, are you walking?
No, you're limping your way to the finish line. And that's my same thinking. Yes, he's had the title. Yes, he has the best storylines going on with the bloodline, with the feuds with Sami, with his cousin now. Are they going to betray him? Are they not? Them being together, him freaking out. All that's been great. But his schedule has been inconsistent.
Yep.
He has too many breaks.
And he hasn't been there for his fights.
Yes. And then the worst part is, I think this is the most loss he's had in years. He lost the title match for the tag teams. He lost against Jimmy and Jay for the tag teams. And guess what? He took the pin on that one. So 2 or 3 losses straight is not looking good for Roman. But on the other side, like I said, champion for a long time. He's still dominant. Great storyline. Do I think he's the best? No. But I'm going to ask you this. We both think he's not the best of the year. Who do you think?
I'm going to just go back to cover it real quick. Roman did have a lot of charisma in his matches.
He does.
And for when he was fighting, he did some pretty decent fighting. But still, end of it all, no, I don't think that he did it. Who I think that was able to keep those attributes going and still be able to finish a lot of his matches, still have a good storyline, is Cody Rhodes for me.
Okay. Reasoning?
As I just stated, you know, he was able to have a lot of excuse me, sorry.
No, you're good.
He was able to continue his fights. He didn't need help in his fights. He was able to overcome major obstacles.
Brock Lesnar. Yes.
Brock Lesnar. He fought Brock many times. There was a lot of shady stuff that happened with some of his Brock fights. But his pectoral muscle torn.
From last year, yes.
Him just being, to me, an outstanding individual.
Okay. I mean, that's a good one. That would be one of my top 3. My other one, the one I think of, there's 3. Obviously, like I said, Cody is one of them. Great year. Like you said, his obstacles against Brock Lesnar, him fighting. He won the first one. Unfortunately, lost the second one, and probably in SummerSlam. That would be the third, the rubber match. The other one is Damian Priest.
Yeah.
His showing in Puerto Rico in Backlash with Bad Bunny.
That was
very good match. He carried it, obviously. His Money in the Bank win and everything that's been going down with the Judgment so far, very good. But the one that's taking it from me is Seth freaking Rollins.
Okay, I see you. I see you.
New World Heavyweight Championship. The crowd loves him. He comes out, everybody sings his song or hums it or whatever it is. The crowd loves him. What can I say? Wrestling in the ring, great. In the mic, he throws shots, he talks shit. So to me, he checks off everything. Even though a lot of people are saying that the World Heavyweight Championship is like a consulate, not really the main title. It's more like a giveaway title. You know?
Yeah.
I don't see it that way. He is the workhorse of the company. He deserves it. By the way, the matches he's had, the promos he's had, the characters he's built. He's built like 3 or 4 different characters in his career right now in WWE in his main event run.
I'm liking his crazy side right now.
Yes. So it's very flamboyant and a slight of crazy, which I like. So that's why I'm choosing Seth freaking Rollins.
You're convincing me, I'll say that much.
Yeah, so that's what I think, but it's only half the year so far. We'll see. How about this? At the end of the year, we'll make our own individual list, and then we'll compare them, and we'll do it here on a live.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me.
Coolio. So we'll be having that for you sometime at the end of the year. Now we're going on to some movies that we saw that are coming out. Some trailers came out.
Oh, yes. Wonka. Now, it's a far ways off. It's December 15th for the release date.
Yes.
But I was excited the second that I saw the title appear. Wonka. I loved Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I liked Willy Wonka. It wasn't super great, but going back and watching it, it tells its own story. Mm-hmm. They all have subliminal messages.
No, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah. And then now we have Wonka. As a kid, we saw the trailer.
Yeah.
We were able to see who was cast in it. And
so I was not interested at all in this movie. I'm like, Wonka, great, another Willy Wonka movie, another Chocolate Factory, whatever. I didn't want to see it. I didn't care for it. I saw the trailer, and Mr. Bean is in it. That alone kind of hooked me into it. All right, he's in it. It should be pretty good. There's a few other actors that are pretty good, so I'll probably go check it out. I'm not going to go on the release day because it's going to be crazy. I don't like people being around too many people anyway, so...
I'll probably end up seeing it sooner than you.
Probably. I'll wait like 3-4 weeks to see it.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'll probably watch it during the middle of the week so I don't have to deal with nobody. But yeah, Mr. Bean got me into it, so I'll probably end up watching it when it comes out. And then the one where you're excited, I'm kind of excited.
Yes. So, if you guys didn't know, yesterday was the 48th annual celebration, or anniversary, yes, that's the proper term, for the first nuclear detonation. Mm-hmm. And that was done by, I believe it's Howard J. Oppenheimer. Mm-hmm. And they have a movie coming out.
This week.
On the 21st, Friday. But you can also watch it on Thursday as like an early showing.
Early release, yeah.
I'm most likely going to be seeing it on this Thursday. I think I've convinced you.
Yeah, I'm going to go watch it. Hopefully, I saw a trailer when I went to watch one, I think it was The Flash of Oppenheimer. It seemed more interesting once I watched the full trailer. When I heard what it was about, I didn't care for it. I'm like, all right, another history. They're probably going to inflate some stuff, and they probably will anyway.
There's going to be some dramatization.
Yeah. But regardless, it seems more interesting now that I saw the trailer. And I also love the actors that are in it. The guy that's playing Oppenheimer was a scarecrow in The Dark Knight.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Where I know the main actor, and
Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
Yes, that's it. But yes, he's a great actor regardless.
Oh, yeah. And I believe I saw another film with him later down the road, and I was just like,
Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great actor. Everything he's done so far, I think, has been thumbs up. So.
He's been pretty astonishing, I would say.
Yeah.
I could see him being a very successful actor. Mm-hmm. I like seeing him in the very serious roles.
Yeah.
Would I like to see something more lighthearted from him? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he does play a little bit of a psycho in The Dark Knight, so And you should watch it then. It might surprise you.
I've watched it.
Okay.
I didn't draw the connections.
Oh, really? You didn't?
Nope.
Oh.
So, one thing that, going a little off topic here.
All right.
And what's his name? Tom Holland.
Mm-hmm.
I really loved the movie Heart of the Sea. And it's a new take on Moby Dick.
Oh, okay.
And it has Chris Hemsworth in it. And one person that I didn't notice in it. And it was Tom Holland.
Really?
Yes. And Tom Holland was just a ship hand. I think he plays into the larger grand story, being the old guy in the end. I don't remember exactly who he was. But I remember seeing Tom Holland in the movie and being like, this guy's awesome. He's a really good actor. Lo and behold, now he's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, it was with Chris Hemsworth. So I wonder if there was a little connection there.
Right. But yeah, I have the same thing. Sometimes I go back and see like, oh, this guy was in this? Okay.
Yeah.
But regardless, Oppenheimer got my attention, so I'm going to go watch it with you on Thursday night. Hopefully it doesn't affect my sleep for Friday because I got to work probably hungover from watching this stuff. But regardless, I am going to watch it, and we'll probably review it on Friday if you're down.
I'm a big history buff. I'm really excited for this. I know what's more or less supposed to happen. I'll probably go and read up on all the facts just so I can be like Mr. Fact Checker.
Just don't say it out in the theater. I'll slap you.
No. You should know me. I don't spoil unless asked.
Yeah, but we're already there, so the spoiling is kind of besides the point then.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, it's just general facts.
Yeah.
But that's all that I have.
Yeah, that's all we have today. A lot of wrestling news, so we'll be reviewing a few things on Friday, a movie, some matches, and then don't forget Wednesday, we'll do the review for
Marvel's Secret Invasion.
Episode 5 now, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it should be episode 5 this coming out.
Okay, so we'll have that for you Wednesday. Be ready for that. But other than that, remember to be grateful for everything you have and all the problems you don't have. And remember to take this with a grain of salt. There's only two doofuses talking about what we love, which is sports, wrestling, and some entertainment, some nerd stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But till next time, this was Joker's Wild Side. See ya.